Hello everyone and welcome to QuicksaveTV. This is gonna be the part 8 of the Skyrim playthrough, and I'm trying to put a webcamera here, so, well, I'm not gonna look at it most of the times. I'm gonna look at the screen, but it should show you my facial expression at the time I'm saying something. I hope it will help and bring some, some more engagement to the video. Now, as we play Skyrim again, and I'm trying to remember the controls. Haven't played for 2 weeks. We're just gonna talk about random crap I wanted to pump out here. Now that I've became a partner, yes, for any of you who doesn't know, I have became a partner. The partner program reached Russia, and now I was able to become a partner. I have verified most of the things except for the receiving payment methods. I have earned my $10, my first $10. I'm really excited about it, really excited. And now I have to wait until the normal snail mail will reach me, my address in Russia, and then I will just validate all the papers and everything just in order to receive the payments and stuff. Yes! Thank you all for all your support, because without you it wouldn't be possible for me to become partner. Now let's go ahead and get this quest. We need to do... Nimril has been causing trouble for someone around Pelagia farm. I need to rough her up to remind her of your obligations. Okay, let's go and become a thug for hire this time. Now to other news. What's the other news? Oh yes, I have bought myself a second hard drive when I was in Russia, and it was like I was carrying it home here with shaking hands, and now that I finally brought it and it works, I'm really excited to say that now I can actually play Skyrim and film it at 50 FPS.
You're not supposed to be here.
Okay, let's talk to her.
You're not supposed
I don't
to
give her
be
access
here.
what I'm supposed to do. What do you have? Gold? I'm not gonna be able to steal it.
I'm not going to warn you.
Yeah, Jesus. So much for a thug, eh? Now let's go ahead and sleep a bit. And so I packed it very tightly in my backpack as I was going on a plane and everything. I had to, in order to go here, in order to come back to Athens from Russia, I had to go from my hometown to Moscow, and so I took a plane to Moscow first, and so I packed, and my total, oh my god, my total weight of my packages, of my shits, were 40 kilos, and so you can imagine how fun is that. And then I had to run around like an idiot around this farm. Then I had to run around with this stuff around Moscow, and then I finally get to the airplane. There was a problem with my personal, package. It was a bit too much and shit, and I almost had to pay a thing, but I didn't. So anyway, yes, I brought it. I've been sent to resolve a dispute.
You can't scare me into submission. Let's go. Come on. Let's see what you're made of.
Fine.
God, I cannot best you.
Oh, that was fast. So, no.
Alright then.
What alright then?
Oh, did you need something?
So now? Okay, is that...
Need something? You can't scare me into submission.
So it didn't count.
Come on. Let's see what you're made of.
Okay, so I needed to beat her up like that. Okay, now?
You're tougher than you look. You got
Okay.
me fair and square.
You know what you have to do. You
Fine.
know what you
I'll
have
take
to
care
do.
of it. Just please leave me alone.
I'm such a bad person. What am I doing? Return to Farkas. That's it, return to Farkas. I don't even remember when I taken this quest and everything. Just look at that. Look at that. I can actually record now at 50 FPS and play at the same time. Oh my god, how much excitement. And now there's at least much less lag now that there's 2 hard drives working simultaneously. One is completely dedicated to the game and loading all the shits in the game, right? And another one is dedicated completely to recording. Oh yes, this is so cool. This is so much more enjoyable. Before that, recording in many occasions would be a torture. Now I can actually enjoy the game and record it simultaneously. That's very exciting. So now, what was I talking about? Yeah. I had an overload about the personal package and blah bish. And so finally got here. I took with me 8 additional gigabytes of RAM and additional hard drives for 2 terabytes. It was just a very small difference. It was 5 euros or $6.50 difference between the 2 terabytes and 1 terabyte. So I just took it. I mean, there was a very small difference. They're just expensive as such. They go for, how much was it? it was 100 and something euros, 105 euros, and in dollars it would be a bit more. How much would it be? 120, 125 I would estimate. Just don't call me an idiot if I am mistaken. So yeah, anyway, and I brought it here, and I was like, with shaking hands, installing the thing inside the computer case, and I finally installed it, and everything was working. I was like, whew. The nightmarish part of it, you know, stuffed. Don't have to worry about anything anymore. Finally installed it. Now I can use it to the best. You know, I can just play the game and enjoy the game, and at the same time record it and push it out for you. Now that I'm actually a partner, I don't have to. I'm not obliged to record as I was doing before, under 30 minutes.
Says
and small size, under 2 gigabytes. Now I can do up to
Those
20
people
gigabytes,
get my fist,
if I'm not mistaken.
But you, I like.
I also like you, but you I like. I took care of the problem in Pelagia Farm.
You seem to have a knack for this kind of thing. I'll make sure people in charge know.
Alright. Got some gold coins.
Until next time.
Fine, let's go out here. Now, let's just go ahead and get some skill points. Yes. Okay, health, magic, stamina. I'll go with health for now, just to die less often. Okay, now that's all very nice and exciting, but I would like to have. Okay, I have some heavy armor, right? And I have what do I have here. Okay, no, I cannot take it yet. Block, two-handed, one-handed. What did I plan to do? One-handed, I think. One-handed and block. Some archery, light armor. Did I take sneak as I promised? I think I promised to one of the viewers to take 1 point in stealth, and so I will do. When did I do that? Okay, anyway, I did it. Okay, fine. Okay, let's go. Let's continue. Let's just go around. I cannot focus on talking at the same time as doing quests, so I just go ahead and find a random dungeon and start roaming it and try to talk to you. And now I wanted to ask you, since now I am not restricted particularly to the size of the video, I could make a higher quality video, but with my upload speed, which is it's very freaking low. It's like 56k modem. My upload is 70 kilobytes per second. Kilobytes, not kilobit, alright? Don't be mistaken. That's not even tenth of a megabyte, okay? Which means whenever I want to upload something, when I upload Let's Plays of Skyrim, it takes at least 4 hours, at least. So it takes like 5-6 hours for me to upload it, and I'm not usually uploading one thing at a time. I'm uploading several things, so you understand it's a torture, okay? That's a torture. And so nevertheless, I would like to ask you, what would you like to see? Would you like to see fewer episodes of Let's Plays in this particular Skyrim Adventures? Would you like to see less Skyrim Adventures but more lengthy, such as for 50 minutes, for 40 minutes? That can be discussed. Or would you rather not have it changed and have it as it is right now, like for 30 minutes, about that size? Is that satisfactory for you? Do you like it? Do you enjoy it as it is? Be sure to leave your opinion in comments below. I'm really interested to find out what you think about it. Now, let's just continue here. So beautiful. Oh, speaking of beauty. What are you? Prisoner. Let's go ahead and liberate the guy. I'm such a marksman. Jesus Christ, my aim. Yeah. Such a professional shot. It's fine, you'll have to run through it all over. They are adding in the newest patch, which is right now in beta stage, they are adding the new kill cameras for ranged and magic combat. To say that it's exciting, let's just load the game. To say that it's exciting is to say nothing. It's unbelievable. Oh, I got a bounty. So since I'm getting a bounty, I'm just gonna go ahead and not do that. Didn't want it, would prefer not to have a bounty. Fine. Okay, let's continue towards this castle over there, which is probably occupied by bandits. And now, yeah. What was I talking about? I have a really low RAM. Unlike my computer, I do not have 12 gigabytes to spare, and I keep forgetting what I was talking about. Yes, exciting new patch 1.5, which is in beta stages right now. Oh my god, that's the patch of all patches. New kill cam animations, additional features. Oh yes, really exciting, really interesting patch. And although, you know, they didn't have to add a whole lot of new stuff in order to make the kill cams work for ranged combat, all they had to do is just, you know, accept them as such, that, you know, whatever you hit the last, you know, would be a kill cam. But it looks very nice, very interesting, because sometimes just by making a simple shot, you will be able to make a very, very beautiful situation with a bow, for example, but you wouldn't be able to see it properly because you would be at very high range. Now, because of this change in the recent patch, you will be able to see it in many detail, and very beautiful. It's very interesting, very beautiful. The same with the magic. I would assume they also increase the strength of attack whenever you perform the actual kill cam. It pops up in order to make it more dramatic, like for example, whenever your normal attack would have, let's assume your enemy will fly that much, right? In game, right? In the kill cam, they could make it like 3 times as much in order to make it more dramatic. So with a magical attack, magical kill cam, you would be able to throw enemies really, really far away. It's very interesting. Oh, who's there? Bandit. Stay away from me, you son of a... Gotta be really freaking careful with this guy. Yeah, I'm also really glad to see him.
You start running so I can
Nah, dream on. This weakling gonna serve you really quickly. Oh! Oh, you're so dumb. Wow, that was quick. Ouch. Got him. This prisoner is very aggressive. Will I? By the way, I'm playing as Jaik, as a cat, as you might have remembered. It was so long since I played this game. Such an exciting endeavor. Really like Skyrim, really liked Oblivion. And part of the charm of these games, I feel, for myself, why I keep coming back, is because these games always have a mystery left, for me. Now, for example, I on purpose did not complete Oblivion for the same exact reason. I wanted the game to have a mystery for me, so I always have something to come back. If I would finish the game, very nice. If I would finish the game, I would feel like, you know, I finished that. No matter how cool it was, how good it was, I finished it, and there's kind of no reason for me to come back to it. So, instead, by not finishing the game on purpose, just not getting to the point when I would finish the main quest, I would always keep the mystery for myself intact and would be able to play all the rest of the content in the game, you know, and just don't advance more than I should. And in order to keep myself interested and hyped up about the game content, considering the main quest, I would just do a little bit more each time I would play the game, but would never reach the end, you know. So I would start the game over and I would advance just a portion more towards the main quest, right? Like for example, in Oblivion I would first not do anything. Then in the second playthrough I would move to the Whiterun Priory Monastery and that would be it. I would stop on that. So I would listen to all these dialogues and I would just stop on that. And now, that actually answers your question. If you have had a question, did I actually beat Skyrim? Because there was a person who asked me that. It was a really interesting question. And he asked, the French guy, he asked exactly the following. He said, tell me this, did you beat Skyrim? And if yes, why? And if yes, why? I said, no, I did not, because I want to keep the mystery intact for myself. And he was like, me neither, right? So he didn't do it for the same reason. I thought I'm only person like that, because most of my friends who played Oblivion and they actually stopped playing it after a while, so they beat the game, they got like bored with it at some point. I never actually did, so I kept for many people they always have this one favorite game they continue to come back to. For some people this is StarCraft 2. For some people, this is World of Warcraft. And what do I understand by favorite games? So basically, they play new games that come out, they buy new games, they like them, blah blah blah, bish, but they play them like for a week, and then they come back for their favorite game, which can be anything, whatever the hell they like, right? Whatever they can come back to. And it can be StarCraft 2, it can be World of Warcraft. You can understand why. Competitive multiplayer games in World of Warcraft, just a lot of content. Again, understandable. For me, it was always Oblivion. For many years, for like 5 years, it was Oblivion. So I would test out the new games, try them out, play them out a bit with friends, like Call of Duty, right? I would play it a bit, and then I would come back for Oblivion again. For what reason? Because these new games, they just didn't have what I needed at the time. And it's just the same right now. None of the new games had this amount of freedom I wanted to have in a game. And because of that, they couldn't actually, in my eyes, compete with Skyrim in any way. So they would have beautiful with Oblivion, they would have beautiful graphics, they would have exciting combat features, which Oblivion obviously didn't have. They would have finishing moves or whatever, like Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. Unbelievably exciting games. Unbelievably exciting game. One of the few games I beat more than once. There was Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. But again, it didn't quite have what Oblivion had. This you know, freedom from which it's so easy to try, and it's really hard to stop, you know, because other games do not offer that.
Time to end this little game.
Little.
What was that?
Oh, I'm so screwed up.
I've had enough. That it? That your
That's why we have potions. What the hell to do with it?
Nothing.
Yeah, cool. I also like you.
I love a good fight.
Yes. We did it. That was not easy. You can take my word on it. How much I hate enemies with two-handed weapons. They just love to perform this, you know, finishing moves preemptively when you have like close to full hit points. They're just like, oh, you know, finishing move. Like, what are you finishing? I'm alive and, you know, healthy. But they still do that. Very, very frustrating to fight with them, especially as a warrior on the master's difficulty. I find it really, really difficult in the beginning stages of the game and against very strong enemies, even in later stages of the game. The recipe to fight against it, in my opinion, is to have a high block skill and to have a shield. Especially in the beginning of the game, I feel much more comfortable with a shield than I would have if I
They come, they go.
So anyway, the good shield is a good remedy against that. But later on, when you become stronger and stronger, it actually becomes much less important for you to have any kind of shield. Then two-handeds become much stronger, and you can actually utilize them better. But again, shield at any stage of the game has this very powerful enchantments on defensive enchantments. Resistances, additional armor, very, very powerful and should be considered. I took the wrong thing. So we have miscellaneous. Okay, we're gonna throw it away. And now, yes. Oh, that's right. What do I have here? Wolf belt. So yeah. And then it just becomes easier for you. It's just the start, you know, that's very difficult. Later on, in the later stages of the game, the different things matter. You want to focus on different things, and it's very easy to get carried away and think that, you know, oh, this is really cool right now. But it's always wise to keep in mind that sooner or later you're gonna reach this level, right? The new level, a certain level cap, which is 82. I hope I'm not mistaken, 81 I think, in the game. It's the level cap, and as you continue to advance towards this level cap, you want to think about efficiency. What do you actually take? And it's not very wise to take things that you're not going to use until the end. Now that I'm using a shield and I would like to use an axe, I will just focus on that. I'll focus on shield and an axe. I'm not gonna have like, you know, oh, I kinda can use two-handed weaponry, but I don't really use it, or I kinda have alteration spells, but I don't really use them. You have to be really, really careful. You seen that? There was a trap and a cheese wedge right next to it. Okay, let's just... so much for disarming a trap. Okay, now let's go ahead and sneak around with it. Okay. Oh, just actually tried Diablo 3. Not just now, I tried it back in Russia as well, but it was horribly laggy. It's not less laggy here, in Greece. It's just as laggy. I thought at first that I could blame... Wow, I'm so getting torn apart. Torn apart this guy. You son of a... Take that. Didn't you enjoy it? So yeah, anyway. It seems that European players, such as myself, also connect to North American servers for Diablo 3. Which is kinda cool that we can play with all these players from United States, but it's kinda frustrating because we have this latency, which is gigantic. In my case, I have like at least 250 ping and up and beyond 900 at peak times of my internet provider, right, and at peak times of the game as such. It's very, very frustrating. I would love to make some coverage of it, but I really don't know how it will be feasible. I'll try to do it early in the morning when the game does not lag as much, and just, you know, try to see what I can do. Regardless, I would love to see our own European servers, you know, because it would be really nice, just because it's physically not possible for me to play on American server. I would like to see European. I'm sure this will be the case in release. As they release the game, we're gonna have our own European servers, but before that, that's a pain in the ass. No! Missed. Okay, we have bandit flag. Not very good. Have to call them a bit. This one is gonna be a problem. You know what? Time to retreat. Very good time to retreat. To what, woman? Oh. Enjoy that. From here? Ah, doesn't hurt. Doesn't it hurt? I'm not sure I can handle this encounter right now. Maybe I can bypass some of his armor using some poisons I have. Do I have any poisons? Carrying capacity, stamina is increased, illusion spells, restore. Health regeneration. This one is very nice. Fortune of Defender, of the Healer. Wake poison. That would be nice. That's something at least.
Wait to count out your coin.
Maybe get outside and get some assistance over there, or just have a better positioning, because right now I keep running around. It's good against the archer. The archer cannot encounter me at this situation, but the bandit thug is very, very difficult opponent. Doesn't seem to get out of the building. Very nice. We're gonna exploit the game a little bit to survive this encounter. What a pain in the ass. Fine, let's go ahead and move a bit. Move inside the building and try to encounter the enemy. All crunchy. His hands and legs and everything. Like, what the hell? I managed to twist my own leg as I woke up today, and I tried to stretch, and I twisted my leg. Then my face became a grimace of pain. It was not fun. Well, it's fun for you to listen probably. Like, ho ho ho, Mike twisted his hand. Leg. How did that happen? I don't know. Don't ask me.
You'll make a fine rock, cat. Time to finish this.
Have to maintain the proper distance. Do not let him score too many hits on me. Decline them like that. and just take care of the guy.
You
Very
stop running
difficult.
so I can
But
stab you in the back.
the hit points is a real problem, and his damage at the same time. Very high. Even got a fatality on him. Fine, okay, very damn fine. That was difficult. Relatively difficult, not like, oh my god, extremely difficult, but yeah, quite difficult. So what do we have now? We have a steel sword, and we have a steel war axe. I'm gonna go with war axe, because I like axes more. I have a weakness to axes. We're gonna bind it to 1, and just use it. Oh, very good. Now that we finished with those guys, let's go ahead and see what we have here. Some food. Let's pick all the food up. And yeah. So now, another thing, maybe an announcement, a small announcement. I have been thinking what to do with Skyrim right now coverage. I had a lot of suggestions. I'll just probably start working on them slowly. But if you would like to see something more specific, there have been a very interesting suggestion from one of the viewers about reading the actual 36 books from Vivek from Morrowind. Right, I don't have Morrowind here, but I would be able to find it on the internet, I'm pretty sure, to read it. It sounds fun. Sounds like a fun idea. If you would like to see something else from my channel, just go ahead and tell me. You know, it's very interesting to see your opinion. If I like the idea, I will gladly do something like that. And yeah. And yeah, and if you did not see, most of the people did not see, at least judging subscribers amount and amount of views, the latest video log I released just some days ago. I offered all the viewers of my channel to just send me messages on QuicksaveTV@gmail.com in order to, you know, to accumulate a number of answers, a number of questions, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and select the ones I like and find appropriate, and I'm gonna answer them in the next episode of the video log. I wanted to make it like a weekly thing, and of course, now that we're talking about it, if you have any good idea for QuicksaveTV video log, you know, the name for it, just go ahead and suggest it. I would gladly listen to your suggestion, because right now it kind of sucks. QuicksaveTV video log, you know, sugary sugar, oily oil. Doesn't it sound interesting? I don't know. I would like to hear your suggestions. I'll think of something myself, but I'm not particularly sure what I will be able to find. Let's go and see who's there. Okay, what a nice entrance.
Retire someday.
Here's a bandit inside here. At least it's not some kind of professional bandit. A pretty low level bandit. I will be able to handle it fairly easily. Still lags a bit when lockpicking, but much less than before. Now it's actually doable. Okay, fine. Now what do we have here? A hunter. Let's just pick up the stuff. He won't need it anytime soon anyways, so let's go ahead and drop him a bit. Charred skeever hide. Guys, here it's skewers. It's little rats. Okay, that's also the Skyrim. 16 coins, and let's go ahead and continue. What a meeting! Take that. Why don't you bleed? Oh, I don't have a skill.
Like the bite of a flea.
Well, you know, if fleas bite so hard in Skyrim, it must be really difficult for you guys leave here. That was awesome. And soon you will have that for archery and magical spells. Unbelievable. In my opinion, that's unbelievable. That's the alarm. We're just gonna go ahead and continue to finish with this dungeon, and that would be it for this video. I hope it was reasonably enjoyable, and you know, if it was, don't forget to comment, like the video, and subscribe to my channel if you did not already, if you're not the returning viewer. That's very cool thing to do. It helps me immensely, and I really appreciate that. I really love it. So you can make a step, you know, without doing anything, just pressing a button. You can transfer from the viewers group to subscribers group, and subscribers group to a friends group, slowly accumulating the points, the invisible points of friendship. You son of a open. So anyway, yeah, that would be it.
Did you hear something?
Nah,
said something.
Nah, it's just arrows flying at you. Wow, that was a sneaky bastard. What are you? You are a bandit. So why use the situation? Why doesn't she move, I wonder? Doesn't want, I guess. Dying is always more fun than moving. From the shot. Done. Very good. Nothing in here. And okay, adapt lock. Let's save the game and just pick lock it. Pick the lock. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, so that's the thing. I've just finished making a video about Jagged Alliance back in action. If you are interested, this is about the newest patch 1.11. And if you're somehow interested in the game, just go ahead and check it out. It should be up by the time you're watching this video right now. It should be up. And yeah, I just there was 60 changes in 1.11, and I thought, you know, it would be a cool idea if you just talk about them. And so I just started talking about them. Started up the you know, sound recording and started talking about them one after another. And at the end, when I finished, it was half an hour long, and I thought I was gonna watch half an hour long video about a patch notes of a patch for the not the most popular game in the world. Okay, so I just was have to remake it. And at the end, I just separated the most important changes in my opinion and got them all together. And now you can just watch the this video, which is 2 minutes long, 2 minutes 15 seconds long, to give you a quick breakdown on all the most important and most interesting features added in 1.11. And it's actually very interesting. I love it a lot. The game became much more playable, which should have been from the beginning of the game, but you know, at least like that, it's also not such a bad notion. Of course they should have made it long ago, but you know, even right now, at least right now, fine. Late, better than never, right? Some companies just don't fix any bugs. A lot of Russian companies, Russian developers, they start patching the game, they release like a patch or two, and they just stop abruptly, and it feels like they don't care to support the game, and then you're like, then I don't actually care to buy your games. And yeah, that's frustrating. Now that they're fixing it, they're showing their commitment to that. And I'm really interested to see what's gonna happen next. Of course, it took them a month. That could be a bit quicker, but again, don't forget, Core Play is a very small team of developers, and it's quite hard for them to push out updates quickly. So now, I thank you for watching very much. I thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for joining us. If you enjoyed the video and my commentary, please go ahead and subscribe if you didn't already. Stay tuned for more content about Skyrim and Jagged Alliance back in action in the soonest. And maybe Mass Effect 3. I would love to make a playthrough of this game, and of course Diablo 3 when it comes out, and in the beta, if I can actually make it work. Regardless, I thank you so much for watching, for being here, for watching until the end. Stay tuned for more content, and have a great day.